Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I will be doing a new thing. I'm going to be predicting some college football games that are happening this weekend. I'm not predicting like every game because I don't really care about every game, and obviously some of them are just like really boring and you guys probably wouldn't want to hear about that. But so I will be predicting the games that I actually care about predicting. So, well, let's get into it. Alrighty, so the first game to talk about, which is the game happening tonight, because as of recording, I'm recording this on the Friday before the college football week 4, or maybe a week. Cause I don't know. I think college football might start on week 0, which if so, this would be week 3, I believe. So, and the first game I'm predicting is tonight's game, Nebraska versus Illinois. I'm gonna take Nebraska winning 32 and Illinois 20. You know. I also heard people making comparisons to I don't remember what's the kid's name? It's the not Oklahoma. It's the Nebraska quarterback. People describe being little Mahomey, and I'm pretty sure even did like the Mahomes either like celebration, like warm up and stuff. And like maybe he's like good. I don't know. I've heard like he's Mahomey, so I'm picking them. And the next I'm predicting is UCLA versus LSU. I'll take LSU 40-32. LSU is definitely still a good school. They're not like as good as they were back when they had Joe Burrow and stuff, but they're still like a good enough school where I think they will be able to beat UCLA. Honestly, UCLA, they've been average, I'd say. I think they were like ranked like best last year, maybe like 16 or 21 or around there. But like they haven't been that good. I don't think they really played anyone good this year. Obviously, LSU did lose, I think, to USC week 1. I think it might have been a close game. I don't know. LSU just hasn't been too impressive this year. I don't think UCLA has either, but... Alright, next I'm predicting is Georgia Tech versus Louisville. I'm honestly going to take Georgia Tech 20, Louisville 12. I just believe that Georgia Tech overall is a good school this year. I mean, I don't necessarily think they're that great. They did just lose a game, but it was a close game to Syracuse, who is a good enough school, I'd say. They're not an excellent school, but they're average. Whereas Louisville is ranked 19, I don't believe they necessarily deserve. At least they haven't proven it. It's definitely possible Louisville could win and they could be good, but I just haven't seen that from them. I haven't seen their like good qualities yet. I've just seen them being like in like average school, just beating up smaller ones. Because they like I think the last game they played was against Jacksonville State, and sure they did win big. I think like 65-7, but like. It's Jacksonville State. They were like good 1 year. I'm not sure they were even in the FBS level. They might have been FCS, which, if so, that makes some sense. But like overall, I just don't think they'll be that good. Now, next one I'll be predicting is Northern Illinois versus Buffalo. Northern Illinois, obviously, they did beat Notre Dame, which is pretty cool for them, and I think they'll be winning 24-10. I mean, Buffalo also, I don't know how good they really are. I don't know how good Northern Illinois is either, because Notre Dame does a thing where, like, each year they'll, like, usually lose to, like, one bad school, and then they'll, like, play good for the rest of the season. Maybe lose, like, one game to another actually good school, but, like, overall, Notre Dame's not, like, the greatest school. They could definitely still make the playoffs, and I do hope Northern Illinois also makes the playoffs, because it'd be nice to see a MAC team making the playoffs. Obviously, it's a 12-team playoff, though, so it's not as impressive as if they were to make it to a like 4-team playoff, but I think they could if they win out. They do play NC State next week, I believe, which I'm not sure how good NC State is either, because I don't think they're actually good, but like they'd be another like, at least Power 5 school they'd be beaten, so at least they'd have like some semblance of a like record. And the next one actually will be Tennessee versus Oklahoma. And I believe Tennessee will win 52-40. Tennessee, another school which hasn't really played much for a good competition, whereas Oklahoma has played some competition and they haven't done excellent. They did beat Tulane, who's a decent school. They just barely beat Houston, which is another all-right school. But like Houston, I don't think it's that good this year. I mean, they got blown out like 31-7 by UNLV. But UNLV is also another decent school this year, actually, I think. I mean, they also beat Kansas, but like I don't know how much it is they're just beating up bad like Power 5 schools or not, or how good they are themselves, but... And the next game will be Kansas State versus BYU. I think Kansas State wins 40-27. 7. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to BYU or Kansas State this year, but like Kansas State's ranked pretty good, so I'll take Kansas State. They did another team, which also had another close game with Tulane. I think there was like 34-27. Not like an amazing school, but like that's the only game I think if they played. I don't. Yeah, I have no idea who they played. And also have no idea who BYU played, but BYU, they're like decent, I guess. They're not really great, but like I think they keep the game at least somewhat close. So now we're gonna be predicting the teams that I support, being Arkansas and Florida. Florida being my favorite team, and Arkansas being my second favorite. And Arkansas is playing Auburn, and I think we'll win 32-20. I mean, Auburn really hasn't done that much impressive. They had a close game with like Cal. They lost like 21-14, which Cal's not a great school. Whereas Arkansas, we did lose to Oklahoma State, but we took it to second overtime. And Oklahoma State's also a good school, so. Alrighty, now next game is Florida versus Mississippi State. Honestly, Mississippi State, I don't know if last week was a fluke. I don't think it was. I think they just suck. Which, I mean, yeah. I mean, it was Toledo, another school which I don't think's gonna be that great, at least shouldn't be that great. It should have been a win for Mississippi State, but they lost like 41-17, so I'll take my Gators, Florida, winning 52-20. I don't think they'll keep it that close, but. And thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good day. And next week, I think for the predictions, I'll do this like a weekly thing, and also talk about whether I was right or not, and like talk about the games in general. So have a good day.